Of course, it's a pleasure always having you join us for RTV News in English. Now, this is the news in detail. President Paul Kagame has reaffirmed that Rwanda is not an isolated island, but an integral part of the African continent, emphasizing the importance of unity and cooperation among African nations. He made these remarks during the 18th Unity Club in Rwanda Forum dinner held in Kigali. Take a look.
In his remarks, President Paul Kagame reminded leaders to remain aware of their responsibilities and the choices made by Rwandans. He placed strong emphasis on the principle of self-reliance, urging Rwandans to not believe that their progress will come from external support.
Your
reason for living cannot be based on depending on others. You cannot live your whole life waiting to depend your life on others. If that were the case, then why wouldn't they also depend on you for their life?
During the forum, President Kagame also gave the floor to the participants to highlight some of the challenges that continue to slow the Africa's development.
The problem of African countries lies in governance and the mentality that they will always be poor because there is corruption, and a poor mentality for us to understand that the country is ours and we have to develop it. The problem of Africa is bad leaders who do not love the people they lead but seek power to enrich themselves. Adding to what Olivier highlighted, literally, the reason they refuse to graduate from poverty is to keep taking the money which does not reach the vulnerable people. A true leader eats last, but we have leaders who eat alone and eat everything, leaving nothing behind for others.
First and alone.
President Kagame further reminded leaders to clearly understand their role in the country's development, guided by the choices and aspirations of Rwandans.
Where Rwanda has come from and where it is today, it is because of all of you here and the Rwandans that you lead. The part they play is beyond any doubt. To ensure things continue to improve, you cannot become complacent because of the progress we have made and only be a beneficiary of the work others have done. Make sure you are not just carried along by others, but that you are truly part of it, playing your role and making your contribution. This is essential, and there is no way around it.
The 18th Unity Club in Rwanda Forum dinner was attended by senior government officials, members of Unity Club, and youth. Adams Kwizera, RTV News.
Thank you, Adams Kwizera. Now let's turn our eyes to players in Rwanda's tourism sector who say the country's glowing list of international awards reflects years of deliberate investment in the tourism infrastructure, a move they believe continues to draw global travelers eager to experience Rwanda. Take a look. Around 7 a.m. this Sunday, Mugisha Davidson Musonera arrived in Kigali together with a team returning from an international tourism exhibition held in the United Kingdom. It was at this event that Rwanda received 2 prestigious awards: third place globally among countries most desired by tourists to visit, most desirable emerging destination, and first place in Africa for investment in tourism infrastructure, Africa Tourism Award.
The significance of this award is that it boosts confidence to the travelers. And you know, when people have confidence in your destination, traveling, making a decision is quite easy, because they trust, okay, there's visa on arrival, that's number one. Connectivity, you have Rwanda Air. Connectivity on the ground, the physical infrastructure, the economic infrastructure, the social infrastructure, they were recognized as being the best in Africa. So for us selling to agents in Europe or US, this is a booster, because we have somebody talking as a third party, not us sometimes when they say, okay, these are promoting, but another person recognizing you at a world stage is something great, something we should be happy about. Yeah.
Experts in tourism sector say that the next priority should be capacity building for hospitality service providers, given the growing number of visitors coming to Rwanda.
I welcome visitors clients who come from different countries, and I help them to know things about Rwanda and our past and our resources and everything about Rwanda, to be easy for them to learn. The museums, the national parks, the history, and the culture of Rwanda, yeah.
These awards are determined based on the feedback and experience of international visitors who have toured Rwanda.
Tourism is excellent. The hotels, there's lots of them to pick from, lots of restaurants that have great food. I don't know which one's my favorite one because I've been going to lots of different ones, but the tourism is excellent. They work with you, they want you to succeed and want you to have a good time while you're here. Because Rwanda is such a great place, people are so willing and wanting to expand, grow, improve, and do great things to help people.
Rwanda as a country is very beautiful, so I think a week before we did some traveling across the country and went to a couple of beautiful places. We hit Volcanoes National Park, and it's an amazing, amazing place. We're going to go to Akagera very soon as well. I'm sure it's going to be a very beautiful place. So yeah, it's a really good destination, I'd say. We checked a couple of lodges as well. They're really amazing, amazing and beautiful places within Rwanda. Yeah, it's quite the destination, I'd say. It's a really beautiful destination.
The recognition adds to another recent milestone. The National Geographic travel platform listed Akagera National Park among the top 25 best places in the world to travel in 2026. Jean-Paul Karinganire, funding and reporting manager at Akagera National Park, notes that in Africa, only Rwanda, Morocco and Namibia made it onto this exclusive list.
I'm very happy to be in Akagera and to have Akagera as one of the protected areas in the country and to be recognized globally. It's a huge milestone for us, and it's also a huge responsibility that comes with that. So we, with the people we've been receiving now wanting to come next year, we are going to make sure that they are well treated. We have to meet and exceed their expectations, and we welcome Rwandans as well to continue visiting the park and stay even for 1 or 2 nights, because the better to better explore Akagera is to stay longer and explore every corner of this vast wilderness slowly and see what the park has to offer.
Rwanda aims to generate $1.1 billion in tourism revenue by 2029, up from $647 million earned in 2024. Now let's turn to matters agriculture, where Rwanda's Agriculture Board is calling for renewed commitment among livestock farmers to improve dairy cow management as part of a national effort to boost milk production and to meet the country's growing nutritional needs. We do have details. In Gicumbi district, Northern Province, one of Rwanda's leading dairy producing regions, most farmers keep their cows in modern sheds, a practice they say has improved productivity. Many are determined to do even more to boost milk yields. As you can see, we are in the middle of the town, but I do everything possible to ensure that my cattle get enough feedings. I've also tried to plant enough pasture so that they do not go hungry. Every time I feed my cows well, they in return generate me good profits. I have some that produce 45 liters of milk per day, and others produce between 40 and 30 liters per day. On average, I at least get 200 liters of milk per day. Currently, milk consumption in Rwanda stands at about 82 liters per person per year, far below the 200 liters per person recommended by nutrition experts for health diets. In Kigali City, consumers say milk remains expensive, but believe that once production increases, prices are likely to drop. If only milk supply on the market can increase, then prices would go down. A liter of milk is now being sold at 700 Rwandan francs, but it used to be 300 or 400 Rwandan francs. We're also wondering why the prices are high, but of course, increased milk production and supply will lower these prices. Dr. Solange Uwituze, Acting Director General of RAB, says the institution is implementing various initiatives to raise milk output nationwide. She called on farmers to focus on daily breeds and improve animal management to sustain the process. We are asking farmers to rear their cows in very good sheds. When we look at milk demand in Rwanda, we project a higher demand in the nearest future, where Rwanda will need about 10 million liters of milk per day compared to our population size and growth. These are numbers we are following up on frequently. And so, we are also devising means of increasing milk production to meet these high demands for both Rwandans and those visiting Rwanda. According to the government of Rwanda, under the National Strategy for Transformation, NST1, milk production reached over 1,061,301 liters, well under NST2. Projections indicate that by the 2026-2027 fiscal year, Rwanda's annual milk production will have risen to 1,220,496 liters, and by the end of the 5-year period, reach over 1,323,561 liters. Now, the historian and author Anton Mugesera, who has been writing for more than 4 decades, has received the top award as Lifetime Author, and this marks the 2nd edition of the Radiant Rwanda Literary Excellence Awards, which recognize authors in different categories. This year, 5 writers were awarded: Young Author of the Year, Female Author of the Year, Male Author of the Year, African Author of the Year, and the Lifetime Author of the Year 2025. The awardees expressed great joy for the recognition, saying it shows that the message they convey through their writing are reaching far and wide.
My book, the book that won, Scars That Shape Us, it's a poetry collection that is about hope, hope and peace, peace of mind mostly. It's a book I wrote giving young kids, young adults that are from broken families, divorced parents, separated parents, that however much you see no hope. Some of us gave up on love because of that. But I can only tell you there is hope. I grew up, I grew out of that, and I promise you, you can. You just have to be patient with yourself. You will grow out of your pain. There is hope for future, for love, and for hope.
Surprised because the medical field is complex and tiring. But release as well, that we can write a book and people can be really interested. And on my sense, the winner is not me, it's all the stories, all the patients and the families behind the book. I think my wish was to have to see how our work in medical field could be democratized, so everyone can be involved, and we can see our patients, not our clients only, but also our partner.
Joel Soli, one of the organizers of the awards for outstanding writers, explained that the initiative was created to promote the Rwandan culture of reading and writing.
I was extremely happy. I did not receive an award, but I was happy to see all those faces, those authors who've been working on their craft year after year and month after month, to see the expression, the emotions they were expressing for receiving, to being recognized for the job. That's just, there's no, for me, everything we've did here, everything we've done is worthwhile, because those people finally are being recognized for their work, and you can see that they appreciate this, and I'm happy to keep on doing this, to see Rwandan authors, African authors, international authors coming to Rwanda to be recognized for their literary work. And this is an emotional night for everyone involved. So yeah, that's how I feel. I'm very happy.
The culture of reading, I'm sure everyone knows that we need to put a lot of efforts to make sure that people read, because reading enhances the thinking capacity of our children. It helps to elevate the level of education by they increase their vocabularies, innovation, and everything. So, for this award ceremony, awarding these writers, it's a sign. It sends a sign to parents, to children, to teachers, to educators that this thing is very important. And they can also do that because one of the challenges that we have that impedes the reading culture in Rwanda is availability of of books, not textbook, but all books in different areas, in different fields. So many people will be complaining we don't have books. But now we have young writers. We've seen some people writing when they're still young. So this is really good for our kids. It sends a message that they also need to read, but also develop the culture of writing.
The authors awarded this year write about Rwanda's history, poetry, love, and other aspects of everyday life, while the prizes included a trophy engraved with the winner's name and a financial award to support their writing. We now take a short break and return with international news.
Every journey has a beginning. From nature comes refreshing fruity goodness that keeps you going every day. With every pack complementing life's best moments. Not one, not two, but 5 different fruity flavors. And this journey keeps giving. Introducing Inyange's new fruity juice flavors, guava and cocktail. Now available at your nearest shop. Always ask for Inyange.
Nyiri muto arababwiraga data bati ntabwo wagira umukamo mwinshi utunze inka imwe. Ariko nigeze acika intege. Mama akinjira mu bucuruzi hari abamubwiraga bati ntabwo watera imbere udakorera mu iduka rigezweho. Ariko ntibyamusubije inyuma, yakoranaga umwete. Njya muri kaminuza hari abanshidikanyagaho bavuga ko nashobora kaminuza naturuka mu muryango wifashije. Ariko byarangiye nanditse amateka mashya. Igihe cyo gutera ishema umuryango wanjye kigeze, bamwe bakomeje kumbwira bati ntabwo watera umuryango wawe ibyishimo n'ishema. Ariko narabishoboye. Hari abakekaga ko nasigira umurage ukomeye abankomokaho. Ariko ubu mfite uruganda rutunganya amata. Banki ya Kigali yabaye umufatanyabikorwa wanjye mu rugendo rwose, inzozi zanjye zibimamo. Bigereho.
With that report, we come to the end of tonight's edition. I'm William Evans. Have a good night, good luck, and goodbye.